This is the Ms.FitVegan podcast, episode 174. I have an idea for our podcast, but I got to do it tomorrow because it's almost 1 a.m., so I got to go to bed. But I wanted to get one in today. Also, it's not even about that. I just get inspired. Some people call them downloads. And I wanted to share it. I'm inspired a lot. I get a lot of messages from the universe. Even though I'm not a woo-woo hippie, but there's nothing, I can't deny it, that I get a lot of messages and things that I want to share because, I don't know, something inside of me tells me that one person needs to hear it at the exact moment that I'm saying it. At the exact moment that they're listening to this podcast. And so the message that I want to say is, if it don't feel right 100%, it's not right. It's not right. Tonight I was doing my course. I was on Zoom, and I'm doing this course, the Ultimate Raw Transformation course. That course that you missed your chance on. Yeah, that one. I was doing it with my ladies. We have 14 amazing ladies in this group, and ridiculous women, from all walks of life, from all over the world. Excuse me. And I was sharing with them my journey, and I was speaking, and even though I had a bad day, I had something in my throat. I couldn't get it out of my throat. I don't know what. It was like a piece of cilantro stuck to the side of my throat. It was so weird. It's still there. But anyway, it was so weird. But and I didn't feel good for some reason, which I always feel amazing, but I don't know. I woke up not feeling great today. But despite the difficulties, the minor difficulties, I knew that what I was doing was what I was supposed to be doing. I just knew it. It felt 100% right. 100% right. And so that's what I want to inspire you guys to do. You got to find the things that feel 100%. And that don't mean it's not going to be scary. That doesn't mean it's not going to feel scary as fuck. That doesn't mean it's not going to be hard. That doesn't mean you're not going to be sweating. You're going to be shaking. You're going to be nervous. Okay? But it's going to feel right. It's going to feel like you're on purpose, like you have a purpose, like there was a reason you were born. When you find that thing, it's worth more than $1 million. It's worth more than $1 billion. You could have all the money in the world and be miserable. You know how many millionaires commit suicide? You know how many millionaires are addicted to drugs or alcohol? I know a few. They come to me. I've had millionaires come to me and ask me for advice and for help and for coaching on, being raw vegan. Because they're just binging on food. They're destroying their health. They have addictions they want to get out of, they want to get off of, and they've tried everything and nothing's worked. So they're willing to try the raw vegan diet. But the truth is that they're not living their life purpose. They're not living on purpose. Because unless you're fulfilling your destiny, you ain't never going to be happy. You ain't never going to feel good in your soul. you're never going to feel fulfilled. You got to step into that. You got to step into that. And so what if you don't know exactly what your life purpose is? I don't know what mine is. I decided, excuse me, I have the cilantro thing. I decided, this is why I stick to fruit, y'all. I'm trying to be like eating all this variety, fucking cilantro in my salad. Okay, great. Fruit never did this to me. I'm just kidding. I love my greens and my salad, my big salad at night. Usually I put the cilantro in the dressing, but tonight I chopped up cilantro a lot and put it in my salad. I think it was too much. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. Fuck it. Basically, it don't matter what your life purpose is because you create it. Life is not about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. You decide, okay, I'm going to try this because it feels good. Like it feels like fulfilling. It feels like I should be doing this. And it's something that you're good at and you love and helps other people. So those three things, that's the winning combination. That's it. Write a list of all the things you're good at. Write a list of all the things you love to do. And write a list of the ways you can help people. And if there's one thing on that list, that is on all three of those lists, that's worth pursuing. Boo, that's it. That's the one. You got to do it. You got to do it. And if it doesn't work out, you can find a new calling. Me, I thought I was going to be a singer when I was a kid because I loved to sing. But then something happened. Many things happened in my childhood that really destroyed my self-esteem and my confidence. And of course, I didn't grow up in a household where I was able to take singing lessons and to, feel confident and do talent shows and things like that. And so maybe I would have been a singer. Perhaps I would have been a singer. I'm not saying it's too late for that, but, who knows? I should not record podcasts this late. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But it's free anyway, so what y'all complaining about? I'm a fruity weirdo for a living. I'm known as a fruity hoe in some circles, but fruity weirdo at your service in most cases. And I am literally in the zone all the time now, and it feels amazing. It feels really fucking good to be living in accordance to what makes me feel fulfilled and I'm good at and I love and I'm helping people, and I want that for you. And I don't know what the future holds. I don't know. My dream is to open a fruit cafe, 100% fruit. That's my dream. But maybe the future, maybe that's not my future. Maybe I'm just going to have my Netflix show where Netflix flies me all around the world trying new exotic fruits, talking about how to know when they're ripe, learning about them, knowing, how to eat them, all their benefits. Hey, that could be it. But I have a feeling with the money, I'm going to open a fruit cafe though. But I don't know what the future holds, but I know that if we just continue putting one step in front of the other, then there is nothing bad that will come from that. If we are living a life of purpose, on purpose, and we're just putting one step in front of the other, things might go wrong. But isn't that life? That's what life is for, to learn lessons and to help other people so they don't have to go through what we went through. And I just feel really grateful right now. I feel really, really grateful because yet again, I have manifested, I have attracted into my life the most incredible people in my course. And I knew I would. You guys, I don't really coach people anymore. I don't do it anymore because I just can't do it anymore. But I decided to do this because I wanted friends, and now I have 14 new friends. No, I decided to do this to give it a shot because I just felt called to. It was just a calling, and I don't know if I'll do it again, but I know that I'm so fucking grateful that I'm doing this because it's what I'm supposed to be doing. And you know it when it feels 100% right. Now, when something feels like kind of off, when you're conflicted, when you have to write lists of the pros and cons of something, that's not for you, boo. I don't have to write no pros and cons list for this course I'm doing. I don't have to write any pros and cons list for the fruit cafe that I'm going to open. I don't have to write no pros and cons list to living with my best friend Awa. Oh my God, you guys don't even know. She just sent me a photo of her from Africa with somebody from her family, and it's like 2 members of royalty in this photo. Like, I cannot even tell you how beautiful this photo is, but that's besides the point. Y'all never gonna see it. Yeah, I feel really grateful and blessed to always attract the most incredible people. And Woodstock Fruit Festival's coming together. It's gonna be incredible. And, even though I did have a weird day, not such a great day, it's real hard to complain because my life is a beautiful thing. And that doesn't mean that it's perfect. It's never going to be perfect. Your life's never going to be perfect, boo. Last thing I'll leave you with. Okay, this is a great quote. I forgot who said it, though. It was a preacher. Okay? And he said, if you are in the middle of a burden, please do not worry because a blessing is on its way. And if you are in the middle of a blessing, don't you worry, boo. A burden is on its way. And that is just I love this quote. I'm obsessed with quotes. And I love this one because isn't that life? Life is always going to be ups and downs, peaks and valleys. It's always going to ebbs and flows. And you got to know that. And it's okay. If you're in the middle of a really hard time right now, you're going to be okay. You have made it through. You have made it through so many hard things. 100% of all the hard things in your past, you've made it through them. You're going to make it through this one. And you're going to come out the other side stronger and wiser and able to help someone get through it just like you're getting through it right now. A lot of people, they ask me, how do you know exactly what I need in this moment? And that's because I've been through it. I've been through it. I've been there. I was at the bottom. I was at a rock bottom in my life many times. Many times. When you see someone that, and I don't mean to sound like full of myself, but when you see someone that has like a purpose or a light or a passion or something about them that's very, very bright and very strong and very, I can't describe what I'm trying to say, but basically when you see someone who has a bright light to them, who has passion to them, who has energy, who is trying to do it, who's trying to do their thing, but like really you could feel it. It's usually because they've had a near-death experience. Okay? I noticed that. Every single one of my mentors, Brendan Burchard, David Goggins, Andy Frisella, Louise Hay, Billy Allsbrook, that's a new mentor of mine. All of my Jocko Willink, all these people that I really look up to and love. Who else? Tony Robbins, Les Brown. They've all had near-death experiences, every single one of them. And to be honest, I feel really grateful and blessed because I too have had a few near-death experiences, a few. And so I'm like, y'all, I'm on my way. I'm on my journey. I'm on my path. Because maybe I'm not gonna say that I could ever be like them, ever. But I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna be the best me. And they're the best version of them. They stepped into their greatness, so maybe, just maybe, I'm on my path to stepping into my greatness. And maybe you are too. Boo, if you've been through something hard, you got an advantage. You got such an advantage in life. The harder your hand, the better you got it now. Because now you've been through it, and there's something different about you, and there's something special about you, because you've been through something that most people haven't, and you know the value of your next breath. You know the value of life, and people, they're in awe of that. A lot of people, I get messages every single day. They mean the world to me. They mean the world to me. Because before I started sharing online, before I started this podcast, before I started my YouTube and my Instagram, and before I had a newsletter and all these things, I didn't think I had anything to share. I didn't think I had any worth or any value at all. And now I know I do. I know I do. And it's not because of the amazing messages that I get. Not at all. It's because I've realized my own worth. I have taken a look at myself clearly in the last few years. And I've realized that I do have a lot to offer. And I'm really grateful for that. And I am really grateful for the amazing messages that people send me every single day. So I know I'm on my path. I want that for you. If you don't feel on your path, well, write down what I said. Write down what I said, boo. If you're not willing to do the work, I can't help you. That's it. That's all I got for today. Sorry, it's a bit of a sleepy podcast, but that's okay. Not everyone is going to be gold, Not every podcast is going to be durian, okay? Musan King Premium. But I thank you guys so much for listening. And tomorrow I'm excited. I'm going to do a guided visualization podcast. So I'm excited for that. Thanksgiving Day, tomorrow, I'm going to be celebrating it by living. Because so many people are alive, but so few of us are actually living. Please start living. You've been waiting too long. You've been dreaming about it. You've been planning. You've been fantasizing about it. You've been thinking about it. You've been preparing for it. You've been saving for it. You've been hoping for it. You've been wishing for it. It's never going to be the right time. And you never going to be ready. You got to start living now. Boo, you don't have much time. It goes like that. I love you. Thank you for listening to the end. Bye, boo.